Okay, so this is day 18, warm up number 5. I just wanted to talk about somebody sent me this national enrichment facility, which is located in New Mexico. And I noticed when the plant went online, this is kind of what took over. It was kind of a new style plant, which took over with better centrifuges than the old Piketown Paducah plant. Now, if you were McCain or McCabe, excuse me, and you're FBI and you're tracking this all for the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and the Nuclear Security Agency, the NNSA, I think, which is the FBI runs that. And the reason why I know this so well is because I sat across the desk from a guy, Special Agent Pettijohn, who covered this up, lied about it, didn't want to say he was in Blacksburg, Virginia, didn't want to say he was the nuclear guy for the FBI, which, by the way, it may be that Jamal Awan is in Blacksburg. I wonder if he's staying at the agent's house. We'll see. See if he's staying at Agent Pettyjohn's house or not. But anyway, when this comes online, to me, if I am the Podesta group, I do two things. If I'm Hillary Clinton and I'm the Podesta group, and again, all this money is for Hillary for America. It's not for anything else. It's for Hillary wanting to be president of the United States, right? I would come up with some kind of wacky thing called Uranium One. I would come up and say we're going to take uranium from America, which imports uranium, and we're going to send it to a country which is rich in uranium. I would send coal to Newcastle. Believe it or not, the Congress bought it, and the CFIUS committee bought it. Well, that's because Jack Lew and all the CFIUS members were Citibank cabinet, so of course they're going to say yes. We'll ship coals to Newcastle. We'll ship uranium to Russia, and it gives you a cover for sending this UF6 containers. But what I would really do is I would take uranium from the place it comes from, Russia, and I would sell it through Ukraine to everyone else. And that's exactly what happened. You're going to find that Manafort and all the oligarchs that he worked with are going to be processing money from this uranium business. This is why Mueller keeps leading you directly to the co-conspirators. Also, if I was involved, I would use this movement and trucking within the United States to just move the uranium down to New Mexico. I would store it somewhere in New Mexico, and I would use it for like a future store, future money. And so if you read about this National Enrichment Center, I'll scroll down here a little bit. This is, it comes online here right as Hillary's becoming the Secretary of State, okay? And you'll see it. They brought their first UF6 container in a little bit after first shipment of hexafluoride UF6 goes there about a month, or actually 15 days after Hillary becomes Secretary of State. Now she's supposed to be shipping it out of New Orleans, right? We have transportation or transport logistics in Louisiana. We have that kind of cover photo. Well, it's not too much further from Louisiana to just take the UF6 and just ship it over to store it in New Mexico or in Mexico across the border. And that's what I would do. I would just ship it over there. Now, I'm going to keep the container, right, and ship that to Pakistan because I want to send weapons in one direction. I want to bring drugs back in the other through the port of Louisiana. And I'm going to move this around to different ports over time. I'm going to move it to Jacksonville, Tampa, South Dakota, and so forth, because I want to get buy-in from all the different senators. But I think Bill Richardson's the governor of New Mexico right around this time. That's why I would send Bill Richardson down here. But as you move you can always move the ports. You can move it in New Jersey, if with Menendez, then you can move it down with Graham in South Carolina. Then you can move it through the border with McCain in Utah. You could keep it at Fort Huachuca, which is where I think they're storing the uranium at a CIA site called Fort Huachuca over the Arizona border. But then you just bring it in and enrich it at your leisure. So anyway, I'm getting a call on Skype, which is kind of crazy. That never happens.